What's up, guys? And we have another gaming topic for you guys. And today's topic is which is better, Resident Evil or The Evil Within? So, in the background, we have some Resident Evil 5 gameplay. And there's a few reasons for that. I know you guys probably wanted some Resident Evil 4 remastered gameplay, and I get that. But Psycho Dad here does not have a Series X, so he doesn't have the game. And this game, Resident Evil 5, Xbox One relaunch, is co-op. So the two of us can play it at the same time
Oh, yummy.
while we talk to you guys about this topic. So right off the bat, I can tell you guys that me personally, I think The Evil Within has a slight edge over the Resident Evil franchise. And there's a few reasons for that. One is, yeah, the Resident Evil franchise is way more established and it's a lot more iconic to gamers. And The Evil Within is a relatively new franchise, but I feel like it kind of centers or kind of tries to mimic Resident Evil in a way. But I feel like it's done a better job at it. I feel like the gameplay is better. I like the storyline better. I like the character of Sebastian better than any character we've had in Resident Evil. And yes, there's like, what, 15 Resident Evil games and 2 Evil Within games. But if you take all the Resident Evil games, there's a lot of crappy ones in there. And I think we all kind of know that. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 is a gem, and it's the best Resident Evil game. But both of the Evil Within games are practically spiritual successors to Resident Evil 4, and they do it a little bit better, I feel like. So, what do you think about this?
I mean, I've grown up with Resident Evil. One of the first, I guess you could say, survival horror games I played was Resident Evil, as was, I'm sure, a majority of the people who've played the series. But I mean, I haven't played the Evil Within, so I can't really formulate an opinion about it. But I mean, I'm sure it's good. What the fuck's going on? Holy shit! But I mean, I've played a majority of the Resident Evil games, even the shittier ones, like he was saying, like Resident Evil fucking Operation Raccoon City.
Okay, that one was not that bad. I'm talking about like the first Resident
I mean, it
Evil
wasn't
and
bad.
Resident Evil 2. Those ones sucked.
Oh, yeah. Oh shit.
But continue your point.
I'm trying to not die with all these motherfuckers here. But I mean, I've played a lot of the Resident Evil games. I've played, Resident Evil 2, 3, Resident Evil 4, not remaster because I do not own it yet, but I will be getting that as soon as my Series X shows up. But, you know, there's the Resident Evil franchise does have a lot of characters in it. Some of them not so good as the others, but I mean, you got the classics like Leon, and then right here you got Chris Boulder Puncher. So I mean, you got a couple of really good fucking characters in your games, but the Evil Within has what you said his name was Sebastian, right?
Yeah, Sebastian is an undercover detective, and his story is very interesting, and especially in the second game, it really picks up.
All right, I think we gotta run.
In the first game,
Like-
you are investigating a mental institute that is filled with like demons and stuff, and there's all sorts of crazy stuff, and you end up getting locked in there, and the whole game is you trying to escape, and it's just really crazy stuff, and it makes for a really good game. I like the upgrade system in there. The green gunk, you collect the jars of the green gunk, and you use that to upgrade. I don't know what it is in Resident Evil, honestly. I don't know what the equivalent is. Then in the second game, a lot of people said the first game was better. I think the second game is actually better. The second game, you realize that your daughter is actually alive after you thought she was dead, and she gets trapped in this like alternate universe, and you have to go into the alternate universe to save her. And along the way, there's all these like demons that are even more crazier than the first game,
Go on the door.
and it's just a roller coaster. And yeah, like I said, there's been quite a few Resident Evil games that I've played that have just been horrific games, just terrible games. Resident Evil 2 is a good example of that. The first one was definitely bad. 4 is pretty good. I guess this one's decent so far. I mean, this is the first time I'm playing it. We're only on the first mission. Raccoon City was pretty good. And honestly, I don't think I've played any other Resident Evil games other than that. Do you know any other ones that like notably stand out as being one of the better ones?
I mean, there's Resident Evil 7, which apparently a lot of people thought that one was good. I haven't played it personally. Same with Resident Evil Biohazard, which I believe
Didn't that
is
like
Resident
just
Evil
come
8.
out a few years ago?
I also haven't played that one. Yes, it did. That one also features Chris, the dude I'm playing as, is the main character. But yeah, that one's a newer title.
Yeah, so I think we pretty much covered everything.
Take that
Let us
stuff
know down in
away.
the comments below because I'm actually interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this and see which game actually holds up better. Do you like the Evil Within better or Resident Evil? And if you pick one of the two, let me know which of the franchise is your favorite game. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.